You're watching E.T.N. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob.
And Amy.
And this video we're going to talk some Batman vs. Superman, little DC universe. This is the second part of our catching up series because I have been out for the last 6 weeks. And Batman vs. Superman, lots of doing in the last 6 weeks, but more recently than not. Probably one of the biggest things recently is suddenly just a flush of news regarding your girl's movie, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yep, it's her favorite character. And first is a rumor of casting for Evergreen and Sean Bean playing potential villains for Wonder Woman. I love Evergreen. Not only is she gorgeous, I think she's a fantastic actress.
So maybe Cheetah?
Possibly.
Who knows?
Possibly. And then Sean Bean, who I don't know anything, but I do know one thing. He is guaranteed to die in this movie. That's one thing I can bet on.
Yeah, I think it's part of his contract.
Yeah,
so.
he's definitely going to die. That much I can tell you. So, interesting stuff. Look, you're the Wonder Woman expert. I'm not. I don't know what villains. I mean, you said Cheetah for Evergreen.
Cheetah, because her rogues gallery isn't that big. She has, like, Dr. Psycho and Cheetah and...
Well, anything mythological, maybe? I mean,
well, it depends, because if they're going with the New 52, it wouldn't be Ares. If they're going with the past, Ares was a big, her big villain that she went up against. But in the New 52, she has the whole Greek pantheon. So It would be interesting if they brought that threat, because that would make her different from Superman and Batman, is having that mythological, like, calling Wonder Woman for when there's a mythological threat to society.
Okay, and then another thing you mentioned to me, I didn't know about this, I didn't read this part, but you mentioned it to me a little while ago, Chris Pine.
Yes, he's going to be Steve Trevor, her love interest. Perfect casting. He looks just like Steve Trevor, especially now in the New 52.
Okay.
So I think he's going to be wonderful.
I like Chris Pine. I think he's another good actor. And other stuff regarding Wonder Woman, the setting. Now, interesting, because you mentioned to me, you're the second person to do this. World War I, you were the second person to correct me and say it's World War II.
Yes, she came out in World War II.
Right, and then somebody on The Nation corrected me and said World War II, but it is, in fact, World War I.
You said that in the article?
Yeah,
that's
the
what
article
it stated?
stated.
Well, let's hope it was a typo.
Yeah.
Because World War II.
Now, there's a possibility that the reason they're making it World War I, not World War II, so that way they're not kind of trying to make it look like Captain America.
But, I was telling him that actually, in fact, her costume was influenced by Captain America. So
Bam, bitches, from a DC expert.
Yes, I just was reading that in the Secret History of Wonder Woman. So yes, there's a little...
So there's a little Captain influence.
Exactly.
There's a little Cap in Wonder Woman. You see what I did there? All right. Okay, being a little fresh. No, but in all seriousness, to be fair, Wonder Woman could kick Captain America's ass. So let's be real there.
Yes, Amazon.
Yeah. So now here's the interesting thing. Now we're moving on to the next part of my bullet points here. Article came out a couple of days ago talking about Warner Brothers wanting more Batman than Superman in the upcoming Dawn of Justice movie. And rumors is that possibly Batman could be DC's version of Nick Fury. Now, we already know he's going to be in Suicide Squad. The chances of him being in Wonder Woman are pretty good. Some people are saying it's confirmed. Some people are saying it's rumor. I don't know either or, but I would think if they have some sort of relationship.
Well, they can also be friends, because if depends on when the Wonder Woman movie is set, because if it's set like after Dawn of Justice,
right, that's a good
point.
Then
they would definitely know each other, and he could also, with his connections in the business world, can help set her up with a secret identity.
Right, and the thing of it is too, one thing they said about the setting for the movie, and I should have mentioned this the first time I talked about this. It's set in World War I, but they specifically said that's the early part of the movie. It does shift over to modern times.
Right.
So it could be a small, short origin, maybe.
To maybe show her age.
Right.
Because she is a goddess, depending on how they want to do it, or an immortal Amazon. So they could say this was when she was first introduced to the world. She has her origins in our society from then. They could use that.
Yeah. So that interesting stuff right there. Now, in terms of the Batman stuff, this is like a double-edged sword. Because on one hand, Batman, obviously, look, as much as I get tired of hearing about him and seeing him, I do like Batman a lot.
Yeah, and I'm excited about Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yes. Suddenly everyone is.
Yes.
Like,
and I was there from the beginning.
I was going to say, me too. I've been on the Ben bandwagon since the beginning.
He's a Boston Batman. Hey.
He is. I'm not a Bostonite. I have adopted Boston as a second home, so I have to support him. But on the flip side of that, it's still more Batman.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, we're not giving an opportunity for these other characters to shine.
Right.
Wonder Woman, I'm hoping shines. Superman, I love Superman. It's one of my favorite. I have a very small roster of DC characters I like.
Well, it would be cool if they could use Batman as a jumping off point for other maybe Bat family characters that don't get enough, like Barbara Gordon or Dick Grayson. Because then Dick Grayson you can do a Nightwing series. So if you use the wonderfulness of Ben's Batman to help start off these other things, kind of like what they did with Arrow.
Right.
So that would be great.
Yeah, and it's just he's such a great character. Nolan did such a good job with those movies that people have just forget it. There's some people it's like the best thing since sliced bread, and I get it. They were very good movies because Batman is the one hero where you don't have to have fantastic, crazy stuff. He was just fighting crime in those 3 movies. There wasn't no super villains. The Joker was an over-the-top gangster when you really think about it. Psychotic gangster. You know, the Scarecrow was a psychotic mental doctor.
Yeah.
These are common. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he just made it so good. Now, you know, we're putting Batman in the world where he's been in the comics in terms of the superheroes and the Supermans and the Wonder Womans of the world. And I want to see those characters flourish.
Right.
Even Aquaman. I'm not an Aquaman fan, but I want to know more. You know what I mean?
He is kick-ass now in the New 52. Check it out. He is awesome. He has the strength. He is just as strong as Superman in some aspects because the pressure of living underwater.
That's true. Good point.
So when he comes out on land, he is strong and he's the king of like how much water is on Earth?
Yeah, 70% is it?
So
something like that. Yeah, that's a good point. And then of course, look, there's other characters. Like I love the Flash. I've been even happier obviously since the new series came out. I love the old series from back in the 90s. Not happy that Grant Gustin is not going to be this Flash. Really disappointed, but it's still the Flash character.
Right, and they're 2 different universes.
Right, exactly.
So it's okay.
Yes. And so I don't mind if he plays like a Nick Fury type in these other movies. I can accept that because that means he's only going to show up for a small role.
Right.
But if he starts having major roles in all these other movies,
that's a little overkill.
Yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. Moving on to other stuff regarding this universe, Zack Snyder talking a little trash. So Zack Snyder came out a day later after that news regarding more Batman and basically tried to, I guess, crowd control or craziness control. Said that you're going to see a lot of Batman in the early part of the movie, but that you see enough Superman in the middle that it kind of evens out. That tells me more Batman. If you see more Batman in the beginning of the movie, and then in the middle towards the end you see more Superman but Batman at the same time, you're still getting more Batman.
Yeah.
So you try to play it off on words. Look, we know the deal. We know Batman is the man in DC. We know that.
Yeah.
I think you can still leverage him enough while not necessarily hurting your other characters.
Yeah. I don't think we need to be all Batman all the time.
And then he also went on to say that he feels that the DC characters are more epic and that what he's trying to build here is not going to be like your flavor of the month Antman movie. So a little bit of a punch there. Look, hey, it's all good and fun. This is his stuff. He's gotta.
Can't we all get along?
Absolutely not.
Coexist.
Absolutely not. Fuck you, Zack Snyder. Fuck you. No. Look, it's all fun. Look, this is his baby. Yeah. He's excited, and he's got. What else is he gonna say? Well, we'll be okay. Yeah. No, we're gonna beat you, Marvel. I'm all for it. Friendly competition.
It's all trash talk.
It is all trash talk, but he's got a lot to prove.
He does.
The movie's not even out yet.
He does.
Zach, be careful. Let your movie clock in $1 billion first.
That's right.
We've done it twice already. So, but no, it should be a lot of fun. Zack Snyder. So, I think overall, I'm looking forward to the movie.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Wonder Woman, Superman, these other characters on the horizon do get their share.
And I hope that they can from the success of these things that they can open up to the Wonder Woman family. Like I love Donna Troy, and it would be nice to have expand and grow, and the other Superman and the other rest of the Superman family, and then from then you can bounce off to other characters.
Absolutely.
So that would be great. I would love to see.
I'm
more.
all for it. I'm all for it. They do have a lot of great characters. They just need to make sure they leverage Batman enough, but not, to the point where...
Oversaturated.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see, guys. We're not that far away. I mean, we're heading into the winter season. We got some movies coming out. Then early next year is going to be exciting. Civil War, Batman vs. Superman.
I know. I can't wait to see that.
Exciting stuff. All right, so this is going to conclude this part of our catch-up series. We're going to move on to the next one. We're going to talk a little Godzilla. All right, guys, that's it for this video. For Amy, this is Rob. Signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment.
Bye.
Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.